Hey guys, this is M1 Productions 2, and today I'm going to be doing a video on my modern CAG or Delta Force impression. So basically, this is pretty accurate. There are, a couple of small things that are inaccurate that I will point out with this impression, but it is an impression. It's accurate enough that I feel comfortable, calling it that. So yeah, we're gonna start off with kind of the heart of the impression, which is my Cry AVS. So on it, I have a S-Tac elastic retention system in the kangaroo flap. I'm not sure if that's kosher, to be honest with you. I don't know. But I like it. So then I have a Blue Force Gear triple shingle up front, so I can have like a tourniquet, a spent Mark 13, and then like another mag. Right here, I have a real Paraclete GP pouch. Large GP, super great GP pouch. Honestly, I just love all of Paraclete stuff. I'm kind of like a simp for it now. Right here, I have a Prick 148, which is the correct radio for Delta, with a U94 V1 hooked up to it, which is incorrect. I need a V2. I just haven't found one that's, for the right price that I want to pay for it yet. And then, so I have a Cry Smart Pouch Suite, embedder or double M4 mag pouch, which I have for double M4s. Paraclete smoke grenade pouch, inverted. You see that a lot with Delta. Then I have a Cry turtle shell zip-on pack 2.0. And then I have a Shekin. This is like the only repro thing on this carrier. Is a Shekin. I think Paraclete makes these triple banger Velcro on pouch. So that's what I have for that. And then for kind of my field setup, my carrier is a Paraclete CVC. It's real. It's got the real soft armor, fake sappies in it. It's kind of funny that like the CVC I feel like only comes in like too small or too short. So this gives me like basically complete coverage, which I kind of like. Whereas if I had gotten like a regular medium, it probably would have been like kind of too short, to be honest with you. So I'm pretty happy with it. And that's a medium long. And then my chest rig, I have a AWS split front chest rig. So these two are, I think, tier. I think these are tier like kidney pouches. I'm not sure on that, so don't quote me. I have, usually I'll be running, or I might be running dual comms. So I have two Shekin Paraclete embedder pouches. They're super good. I have my 152 in there, and you will see 152s in use with Delta, for dual comm setup. And then this is a different type of Paraclete smoke grenade. So that's set up, and then these are three. I need to replace these eventually. TMC, just like Cry style mag pouches, but they're more based off of the triple shingle for like an AVS versus like the actual 330D that you would need. So those are going to get replaced eventually, but for now they're pretty good. Okay, so for the guns, so if it's not a 416D, it's not a Delta 416. I'm sorry, like I see a lot of times that people will say like, oh, it's an A5 with the Geyser rail, and it's a Delta 416, and with an EXPS3, it's not. So the correct build that you'll often see people do is, or try to replicate, I should say, incorrectly, is a 416D, and then you have the XPS 3 or 2, not the EXPS, the regular XPS on a Wilcox riser, with the G33. You need the CAG micro flip up front and rears. As well, you can kind of go without that these days. They don't see use quite as often as they used to. I mean, you still see them a lot, but not as not universally. You need a FH556 suppressor, or there's a newer one that they use, but this is also correct. And the closed hind flash hider, M600DF or M600C, LA5, not a PEG 15. You need an LA5. What else? So I have a custom like 3D printed Delta hand stop, with like all sorts of different ones are okay. So yeah, this is a recoil shock Tokamuri. This is a 10-4, and then my 14-5 is definitely a little bit less correct. First of all, I don't have like the correct trade for the flashlight. Flash hider's wrong. Also, the sling is wrong. There should be a V-cast sling, but they're very similar. Sorry about that cut. My cat was playing with my stuff, so I had to put her into a different room. So for the belt, I have my Ronin Tactics Task Force belt with an S-Tac Kiwi 2+1, Blue Force Gear dump pouch, LBT blowout pouch, ACS frag pouch. I've lost my frag grenade, fake one, so I can't find it. And then a Glock 17 Gen 5 with a Safariland 6534 DO holster. So one thing real quick is that the S-Tac and the Ronin are kosher, but they're private purchase items, so they're not like issue items. So be thoughtful of that when you go to, make your impression. And then, so the gun is basically just a standard Elite Force Glock 17 Gen 5 with a Surefire X300. So this is not really what Delta uses. They use, excuse me, they use the Glock 17 Gen 5 MOS 3 with the Loophole Delta Point Pro X300V and Dawson Precision sights, as well as they usually will have like magwells and followers. I haven't bothered cloning the Delta Glock because it's really expensive for Airsoft. It's like the price of like almost a real cloned like Delta Glock. It's kind of nuts. And like one guy has done it. I think he's either from Hong Kong or Japan, and it looks amazing. But it's first of all, it's not quite a MOS 3. It's just a regular MOS. So it's a little bit incorrect, but he's doing the best he can. Like Doty makes a regular MOS 3 slide, just a regular MOS, because the MOS 3 is trilled specifically for the Delta Point. So yeah, maybe in the future I will do that, but like for a handgun, I'm like whatever, it just sits in the holster. So I have like a multicam, just kind of like face wrap thing. I use this to keep my steel teeth things in. I have the Pig Alpha gloves in FDE. A lot of Delta guys like the gun gloves, but I got fed up with waiting for them. So the helmet is a FMA SF converted to FTHS. So Wilcox GSGM on this is all repro, besides the contacts and the light, on a FMA. Sorry, my voice is a little weird today. A GSGM mount, and then I also have a FMA PVS 31 battery pack and Hellstar 6, dual-com Comtac 3s, and then a Princeton Tech MPLS. And for my shoes, I have Salomon Quest GTX 3Ds. I forgot to bring them out for this. So for the uniform, currently I have Cry Field Pants G3s. These are super common in the unit. Like you see them almost one-to-one with combat pants in, just like standard application use. And then I have for my top, I need to get an AC top, for like summertime, but generally I use the Gen 1. So if you want anything Wild Things, which is what this is, you need Gen 1 stuff, not Gen 2. Gen 1 Wild Things quarter zip. I love Wild Things stuff. This is like the second thing I've had from them. Fantastic. Obviously, my 416 patch is not kosher, but fuck it, we ball. So yeah, that is my 2020 plus Delta Force kit. If you guys have any questions, please just like comment, and I will try to answer them for you. Thanks. Bye.